Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV. In today's video we're going to answer the question, how fast can we conquer Europe as England? If you already seen the previous video to my England gameplay series, that's awesome. Otherwise I'm going to recap it for you right here. We basically fought the 100-year war and managed to defeat France, as well as forcing them into a personal union in one go, which is basically pretty incredible and something I never achieved before. I'm still very proud of that, and I played for another 40 years off screen in order to get started for our European conquest. To simply recap what happened, right after we finished our war against France, the Holy Roman Empire declared war upon us and invaded us with roughly 100,000 people. We didn't stand any chance. They basically mopped the floor with us. Yeah, it was not pretty, really. At the end of the war, I had to peace out as fast as I could. And even though I peaced out basically immediately, I lost the Isles, I lost Pale, I lost Normandy, Alençon, and Maine was ceded to Provence. So we lost a lot, but luckily we were fast enough to keep France as a junior partner in our empire. And France kind of likes us right now. The Liberty Desire dropped from 100% to 0. There's still a couple of things they don't really like about us, mainly because the fact that we have minus 155 modifier for a union only in name, which is going to go away over time, I'm sure. So yeah, that was the first war, and while this war was kind of decimating us, Affalay and Münster decided to declare war upon us too, which did not turn out so well for them, because after the war with the Holy Roman Empire was over, we were able to attack them because I was able to store a couple of our troops in a different country, so they were not attacked by the Holy Roman Empire. Then we defeated them. The War of the Roses also was pretty tough to finish, but somehow, yeah, it was over. And the reason why I played 40 years since the last thing is because I managed to pay back all the debt collected in this whole thing. I had roughly 2,500 in debt just because of the war against France. That was a lot. It really, took a toll on the entire economy. But now, with army maintenance as low as possible, we make 22 bucks a month. And when it comes to ideas, we on one hand maxed out influence ideas in the meantime, because the vassal force limit contribution and the reduced Liberty Desire is incredibly helpful if you have a lot of vassals. And I started to pick up economic ideas in order to grow our income. So yeah, that's the start, and now we're going to continue from here and try to conquer all of Europe as fast as possible in today's episode. We already had a small little war against Austria because our ally Burgundy really wanted to have the Sundgau province, and for some reason this war, which was somewhat easy to win, but the other thing is it helped us immensely with France, because for some reason we are now at plus 200. All the negative things we had, except we have some of their cores, just vanished. Because we fought together on the same side of a war, which is really one of the best things that could have happened to us right now, because now they love us, our other vassals really adore us. We have awfully with 200, we have the Isles with 200, we have Münster with 187. So as soon as the year, what is it with the Isles? I believe, yeah, as soon as 1497 happens, we're actually going to annex all three of them to reduce our diplomatic relations, as well as gaining some core provinces all over the land. At least these two. With Münster, I'm not really sure because it's part of the Holy Roman Empire. Yes. So, I mean, Austria isn't really happy that we have this province at all. So, I'm not sure whether or not it would be better to annex it or not. We will see. I mean, it's early in the game, so who knows what's going to happen. We're now in 1497, and I just realized I'm an idiot. We cannot annex Offaly and probably Münster as well, because we don't have provinces nearby. I totally forgot that in the previous clip. And yeah, that means the plan slightly shifted, which means we're going to annex the Isles anyway, and we're going to make them our vassal and annex them before we take them. But yeah, it's just a small thing, but yeah, just wanted to make this clear so you guys know that I noticed. But yeah, wasn't the smartest thing to say, because I actually know that. It's just that I totally forgot. So yeah, stuff like that happens. Our first war for European conquest was, of course, against the Scottish, and it was pretty easy because we vassalized their only two remaining allies, Tyrannel and Alençon. So they had nothing they could use against us. So we're going to take these few provinces, because we're going to need them in order to form Great Britain sooner or later, and we're going to release this nation, so that allows us to basically just take a lot away from the Scottish nation while not gaining too much aggressive expansion around Europe for now. A quick update on our current situation. We managed to successfully conquer the British Isles, and we already integrated France into our land. So nothing else much happened because, well, the Holy Roman Empire is still not a big fan of us. We had another war against a greater alliance, but we were able to defeat them barely. It was really close, but we managed to get them. So we showed them that we're not that easy to deal with. We're still allied to Spain, and we are also allied with Austria, but this is not going to last long, as you can see, because we conquered Holland, and that's pretty nice and pretty neat. So we got that part of the Dutch region, and next step is either Burgundy or maybe even the Papal State, or Switzerland. Switzerland became really big. I've never seen that, to be honest. It's really interesting to see such a massive Swiss empire. Yeah, and now I lost my train of thought, but I'm sure it's going to be back. Yeah. So yes, the plan is to either get Burgundy or move closer to Italy. And then I'm probably going to build up a bigger fleet, because we lost our fleet while trying to circumnavigate the globe, which is a bit annoying, honestly. Yeah, so my goal is to fight a war on the European mainland, and also just probably conquer Tunis in order to set up some place in Africa, because sooner or later I'm have to fight the Ottomans or the Mamluks, depending on which of these two are going to be the victorious one. But currently it really looks like it's going to be the Ottomans, as most of the times they are. So if I have to fight them, I want to fight them on two fronts with my land forces without having to land somewhere. And yeah, that's basically the plan. I have to find a time when it's appropriate to conquer Denmark, because they're not that healthy. And if I can win a war against them, I could easily get Iceland and this little island over there, which might be really helpful. And in the long run, I'm actually really only worried about the Commonwealth, the Ottomans, and Spain is going to be a challenge at some point, to be honest, but we will see when that is going to happen. It's been a couple of decades now, and as you can see, we managed to actually get a lot of things done. We managed to conquer large parts of Africa, even went into Egypt and managed to get Cyprus. So we're nearly done with the European part of our mission tree. The only thing we basically have to do is to fight a big war against the Ottoman Empire, because we need Girit and some more parts of Egypt. And then we have to fight against Switzerland and the Holy Roman Empire, as well as against Burgundy. Burgundy is nearly finished this mission part. We only need a few provinces down there. But the Holy Roman Empire part is going to be a bit more tricky, because our mission basically is to wipe out the entire Holy Roman Empire. Oh my god. Because there's no way we have any chance to get emperor now, after being that active as a empire that havocs war all over the world. We got a few colonies. We have Newfoundland, 13 colonies, British Louisiana, Cuba, and Australia. So we've been pretty active in that regard. Also, we managed to get a small part here in this part of the world, so we can focus on the Indian and Bengal conquest pretty soon. We managed to get this, as well as Cuba, from a war against Portugal we fought, because the entire Caribbean was colonized by the Portuguese empire, so we had to fight a little bit lengthy war in order to get their provinces there. And now we have this little funny pirate republic decision, so we can let's just say we could start playing as the pirate republic, and it sounds interesting, but since I want to conquer everything as Great Britain, we're going to decide to hang them. So they became the new little state here, and they like us, so we basically could just vassalize them and take them back, which is basically what I'm going to do now, because why would I let them be a free state if I can take them back? Most of the lands here I gained, by the way, from allying and vassalizing Native Americans, and then just annexing their territories. We had a little war with Spain a couple of decades earlier, where we took a part here in Newfoundland, because I had to get Gibraltar as part of our mission tree, as well as these little islands, so I had to fight a war against Spain. So now I'm basically waiting to restore my manpower. And then I'm trying to focus to get the Bengal region here, because we fought so many wars in Europe now that nobody likes us. So I want to give this part of the world a little bit of rest before concentrating on that part. We have one ally, and that's the Commonwealth. So that's going to come in handy later when our fight against the Ottoman Empire starts. And I still can't believe how weird the Holy Roman Empire behaves this time. I mean, we have East Frisia being a big player here. They also have their own colony here. And Switzerland is just this big blob in Central Europe, which is so funny. Austria is totally gone, which is just interesting to see. So yeah, as I said, we're going to see each other as soon as I manage to conquer the parts down there we need. Welcome back to our EU4 British conquest. Yeah, it's been a while. The Austria update has been released for almost a month now. I had some issues with my health, and I don't want to get too much into detail because it's not important for the video per se, but I just wanted to give you a reason why it took me so long to continue. Yeah, I finally managed to conquer all the provinces I need in India, but quite frankly, I don't think I'm able to complete the mission tree, because the only mission that's still left is to destroy the Holy Roman Empire. And as you can see, there are quite some members left. 4 princes and 7 electors, which makes 11 nations in total. And we only have roughly 11 years to pull that off. And right now, with a lot of them, we still have a truce. I mean, we could start attacking Magdeburg, but that would mean a war with the Commonwealth, something I don't necessarily want, because I'm just done with a war with Russia as well as the Ottomans, so I'm probably not able to finish this whole thing, but we will see. I try my best to still pull it off, and we'll compare everything as soon as we either win or the time runs out. It's not entirely 1821 yet, but I'm pretty confident that this is a good point to end my campaign attempt, because I fought 2 lengthy wars against the Holy Roman Empire in order to manage to bring them down, but as you can see, they still have 1 elector, the Swiss, and Bohemia, which means I have to win a war taking down Switzerland, these 4 provinces, and Magdeburg. I don't have to take down Bohemia because, well, let's just say the mission says if 1 nation is left, that's okay. But if we look at Switzerland, we could declare war on them. That basically gives us a war with the entire world, as well as the now revolutionary Turkey. And honestly, no, that's nothing I can win within 2 years. So, yeah, that doesn't change anything. So, yeah, sadly, I wasn't able to finish the British mission tree, but I'm pretty confident it is possible, because I just wasted a lot of time doing and not doing things. The first thing I did is I waited a lot of time after conquering France in order to just regain a growing economy. So I got rid of all of my debt, which cost me way too much time in retrospect. And also I did not really focus on allies, because I was really focused on my colonies, and they were a huge help. Without the firepower of my colonies, I wouldn't be able to get as far as I did in the end. But yeah, a few mistakes were made, so I wasn't able to complete the mission tree, and now I've run out of time just because I was too reluctant to do something prior. So yeah, I've learned quite a lot of things from this run, so I'm not that mad at myself, but I'm still not entirely satisfied with the outcome, because I really wanted to do this, but well, it's not always possible to achieve everything the first try. I mean, if I gave the British mission tree another shot, I'm pretty sure I would be able to succeed, but I'm not going to do that for quite a while, because I had enough of the British Empire in EU4 for a while now. Maybe I'm going back there at some point. The next mission, or the next question to answer is it possible to win the Swedish War of Independence? Because that's some of you asked me to do that, and now it's really finally time to follow through. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to give me some suggestions what challenge to do next, just leave a comment, and yeah, don't forget to stay for the ride. We'll see each other in the next video. Bye bye.